evening and thanks for joining us. Hours away from our state border, marijuana is legal. That has some Iowans traveling to Colorado for both medical and recreational reasons. We sent our Mark Tauschak to the Centennial State for a KCCI special report to see how the pot business there is doing. Mark joins us live tonight from downtown Denver.
Well, Steve, this business behind me is called MMJ America. It certainly doesn't look like much, but this small storefront near downtown Denver is a destination for travelers from across the country, including Iowa. Step inside MMJ America, and you will quickly realize you've never been in a store like this.
I think one of the funniest things is when we have a lot of out-of-state patients come in and they're like, I'm not going to get in trouble, right? I can do this. This is legal. I'm like, yeah, you're in Colorado.
As of January 1st, recreational marijuana is legal to sell and use in the state, and according to the bud tenders working the counters at dispensaries that mostly appear in Denver neighborhoods, sales are high.
On the recreational side, everyone is out of state. We probably have 93% out-of-staters and the little 7% in-state.
A map in the store shows customers from every state with a good deal of business from Iowa. And it's not just for traditional marijuana cigarettes. Edibles are the big seller right now. All types of candies and chocolates that typically contain 10 milligrams of marijuana's psychoactive chemical, THC.
It breaks up like a Hershey's bar. This one goes great with vanilla ice cream.
There are fruit drinks and mints, hot sellers because they're discreet.
It looks like an Altoid, so if you're sitting in your car, it's not legal, but people do it because it's discreet, it's easy.
People don't know that you're consuming an edible. Is that really? It's open in public consumption, that's what's not allowed. But it's actually kind of a gray area right now that probably needs to be discussed more when it comes specifically to edibles.
Mike Elliott, originally from the Quad Cities, is the head of the marijuana industry group in Colorado and helped craft the law that states in part marijuana cannot be consumed in public or taken out of state.
This little sticker, this is your get out of jail free card. That is a sticker saying you bought product from a legal dispensary.
He says one part of the law that appeals to buyers is there's no registry to sign. Transactions are generally in cash, and all people need to show to buy is an ID that shows they're 21. Residents of Colorado can buy up to an ounce per trip. Out-of-staters can buy a maximum quarter ounce, the equivalent of about 15 marijuana cigarettes. He says the limits are to try to prevent people from bouncing from store to store to buy.
Maybe they do try to purchase, an ounce or a pound, but to purchase a pound, you've got to go to, I think that would be 64 different stores. That's, it's no small task.
Shop owners say the goal is to take control of the industry.
Demand has always been there. It's either, the question is whether it gets serviced by illegal, violent criminal organizations or regulated companies.
Each seller has to grow 70% of their inventory, and every plant is tagged and part of a massive inventory tracking system, an effort to keep the product in the state.
Rainbow Belt's 2 strips of 50 milligrams. I would cut that up into fifths so you get your 10 milligram.
For many, you'd have to see it in person to believe it. And apparently, a lot of people are.
A lot of them try to cover it up with, oh, I'm going to the mountains, oh, I have friends here I haven't seen since college. It's like, it's okay, we know why you're here, you can admit it.
The brand new industry has been quite a financial windfall so far for the state. Listen to this. In March alone, sales of recreational marijuana in Colorado reached almost $19 million, and this recreational marijuana is heavily taxed at 25%. So the state, in the first 3 months of this year, took in over $7 million in taxes just from recreational marijuana. That money goes to things like public education for marijuana, school nurse programs, and increased DUI enforcement for police. Steve, back to you.
Very interesting, Mark. Thank you very much. Mark Tauschak live in Denver, Colorado. Now, the Colorado pot industry is also a source of hope for some Iowa families. Many are waiting to see if Governor Branstad will sign a bill into law that decriminalizes cannabis oil for epilepsy patients. The proposed bill, however, would not allow cannabis oil to be manufactured or sold in Iowa. That means it would be very difficult for Iowans to get.
Want to be getting medical marijuana from a Colorado medical marijuana business, you have to be a resident. And then the whole idea of taking it back from Colorado to Iowa, I also don't see how that's done legally either.
Michigan is the only Midwest state that recognizes out-of-state medical marijuana cards. Iowans would have to drive through Illinois to get it here, a state that legalized medical marijuana last year.